So in this video, we are going to cover the topic combination, but this combination is not going to be that difficult as we study in class 11th and 12th. So this is related to all the questions which is there in R.S. Agrawal class 8th. Okay. So first let's cover what is combination. So combination is basically related to selecting something. Okay. If I talk in very simple words, so combination means selecting things from a group. Let's take one example. If I have 3 students, A, B and C, okay, and I have to make a team of 2 students, okay. So from these 3 students, I have to pick any 2 students, right? Now the selection can be AB, BC or CA, right? These 3 selections are possible in this particular example. Now in this, whether I select AB or I select BA, it means the same. So in case of combination, basically the order does not matter. AB is same as BA, right? So 2 important things in combination. First, it is about selecting things, and the second thing is order does not matter. So these are the 2 important things that you have to keep in your mind. Okay, now let's try to understand this with one more example. Suppose you have 2 shoes and 3 socks. So you have to select 1 shoe and 1 socks. So let's see how many total combinations are possible for this particular condition. Arnav, can you please come and explain? So if, for example, one selection I'm telling you. So if you select blue shoes here, I'm writing down all the shoes that you are selecting, and here we'll write down the socks that you are selecting. ठीक है? तो अगर तुमने blue shoes select किया है, तो तुम उसके साथ क्या select कर सकते हो? Green socks select कर सकते हो, right? So this is one possible combination. How many such combinations are possible? Can you write down? Just see the diagram and write down. So how many combinations are possible in this?
6.
Total 6. Okay, thank you. Okay, so actually this is correct. So total 6 combinations are possible in this case. Because here the total number of shoes and total number of socks were very less. So it was easy for us to write down all the total combinations. Okay. Now just imagine that if we have hundreds of shoes and 200 socks, do you think it will be easy to make the list of all the combinations? No, right? And similarly, like just assume that someone has a lot of caps, many t-shirts, pants, okay, shoes and socks. And then out of all those selections, if the person has to select one cap, one t-shirt, one pant, socks and shoes, it will become very complicated, right? So it might not be always possible to list down all the combinations. So that's why we need a very general formula so that we can easily find out the total number of combinations possible in that case. Okay? So now we are going to understand the general formula. So in the general method, what we will do, there are 2 steps actually. So first step is just create the total number of boxes that we have to fill. For example, so we have to select 1 shoe and 1 socks, right? So we have to make total 2 positions are there that we have to fill. 1 position is for shoes and 1 position is for socks, right? So that's why we have created two boxes here. Now the first box, which is for shoes, how many total ways are possible as per this particular question? How many total options we have for this box to fill? How many shoes we have? How many options we have? Yeah, so we have two options, right? So we can select shoes, only shoes in two ways. Either we can select the blue one or we can select the red one, right? So total two options are there to fill this box, right? Now, if this box is for socks, so three, correct. Because we have total three socks, right? Green, yellow and blue. So total three socks we have. So for this box, we have two. For this box, we have three. Now multiply both the values. Okay, so it is 2 into 3, which is 6. And this is your total number of combinations in that. You understood this part? Okay. Now, in this example, please try to understand one very important thing. Two positions are there, right? One position is for shoes, the other position is for socks. In this box, we can only fill the options for shoes. So this is one category, one data set. Okay. In the second box, we have to select the socks. So socks, we cannot select from this. For socks, we have a different data set. Keep this in your mind because in the next question, it is going to be very helpful. So this data set is different. This we are using for the second box. This we are using for the first box. Understood? Now let's take another example. Here we have 5 students, and from this 5 students, we have to make a team of 2 students. Okay. So Saisha, can you come and tell me what all combinations are possible for this? These are the names of the students A, B, C, D, E. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
पता है साइशा, इसको कैसे हम लोग कंफ्यूज नहीं होंगे. तुम ए को पहले फिक्स कर लो कि ए को सिलेक्ट कर लिया, ठीक है. उसके बाद तुम करोगी ना तो कंफ्यूज नहीं होगी, नहीं तो कहीं ना कहीं कुछ छूट जाएगा. ठीक.
ओके.
चल. Okay. Thank you. So she has written that total 10 combinations are possible. And she is correct. Actually, these 10 combinations are possible for making the team. Okay. Now let's go for the general formula. So basically, we have to fill 2 positions, right? So I'm making 2 boxes here. As I told you in the general formula, I'm making 2 boxes here. To fill or to select the first person, how many options are there?
4.
5. We have total 5 options, right? So 5 options, I'm writing down 5 here. Now one person is already selected, right? This position is filled. So one person, any one random person is already selected from this. How many people are now available for the second position? 4, right? So total 4 people are available here. Remember that she has written these 10 combinations and her answer is also correct. Okay. Now, like I told you, multiply these two values. So 5 into 4, but the answer is 20. And here she wrote that 10 combinations are possible. Her answer is right or this answer is right? What do you think? Her answer is correct, right? Huh. Then what is wrong with this thing?
We have to make
2 groups of students.
So they have to divide by
You remember in this what I told? In this example, I told that first position is getting filled by a set which is not being used for the second position. Remember this?
Yeah.
But exactly the opposite thing is happening in this particular case. Okay. For the first position also, we have the same group, and for the second position also, we have the same group. So the same data set is being shared for the first and second group. So in this, you know what is happening when we are calculating this part, what is happening? This calculation has AB and BA, AC and CA. You're able to visualize now. So this 20 has all these numbers. Okay. So the same, and we already know that order does not matter. So AB and BA is actually same, but it is getting calculated or counted twice in this case. So that's why we are getting 20. So if we divide this by 2, we will get the actual answer, which is the total number of combinations. Okay. So that's why, like, you know, dealing with these kind of things where we have to share the same data set is there, but it is there in the higher grades. Okay. So in our grade, basically, we are going to deal with this kind of question where the data sets are different. Okay. Another such example can be where, you know, you have certain number of bands like P1, P2, P3 and P4, and certain number of t-shirts, okay, like T1 and T2. I'm keeping it very low for now. And if you have to select one t-shirt and one pant, so total how many combinations will be possible? Now see here, we have different data sets, okay?
Yes,
So we have, so total 8, total 8 combinations, right? 4 into 2, okay? So when we have different data sets, it's very easy to calculate. Here we are not dealing with, you know, duplicate data, and we are not dealing with redundancy and all. Okay? So that will be seen in higher grades. So let's revise everything. In combination, we learned that combination is selection of objects. Okay? First thing is, it is all about selecting certain things. Second thing is, order does not matter in combination. Okay? And in our grade, what we are doing? We are dealing with different data sets to fill different positions. Okay?